Tango Yankee India TYI.
Roger, Roger, Tango Yankee India. Got that? What's the name there?
Tango Yankee India. Got that? What's the name there?
Yeah, the name is Tom. Tango Oscar Mike. And I'm in Ottawa, Illinois, James.
Roger, Tom in Illinois. And what radio are you running today, sir?
Roger, Tom in Illinois. And what radio are you running today, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm running a FTDX-10.
Roger, Tom. Okay, let's do this. Why don't you give me about 10 seconds? Tell me about your antenna system, and I'll look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
And I'll look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Okay, sure, James. Well, the antenna, 134-foot long. Runs from 8 point and back down to probably about 12 feet.
Roger. I've got you on my local antenna right at the moment. You're about 4 dB over my noise level. So if you'd be interested in the setup, it starts with you making sure that that transmitter is in the wide transmit bandwidth, 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. Roger, Roger.
Well, let me check on that. I think right now I've got it set on 200 to 2800. Better, that's 100 to 2900.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's perfect. That's called wide, and it is a beautiful. Lets your transmitter be all that it can be, and then at the last minute gives you a slice of daylight, so you're not into somebody else's conversation. Roger.
Roger. Okay. All right. Good enough, man. Well, I'll leave her right there. I was kind of playing around with it a little bit. I was just kind of looking to see, what...
Roger, Roger, Tom, I was just checking some of my SDRs, and right at the moment, the best copy I've got is on my local 7300. We're down around Louisville, Kentucky. We're on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. And when I had a copy, you were about 3 to 4 dB over my local noise level, and I'm not sure if that's going to go plus or minus. But if you would like the setup on that FTDX-10, we would move now to the compressor processor on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. We just need a third of that compressor processor capability. It's probably something you'd never hear on the air. Nobody would say, hey, he's running a compressor. It's just so light at a 3 that it doesn't suck up between words. And that's the thing about a compressor. If you drive a compressor too hard, it starts to suck up between words, and that doesn't do anybody any good anyway. So that compressor processor should be on and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
Roger, that's where I've got it set, on 30 out of 100.
Yes, sir. Okay, so now let's go to your ALC meter with the mic gain in hand. And as you say the word audio, spoken just as you would speak any other word in the QSO, don't stress it, just say it like you normally would, and adjust your mic level until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3. Roger?
Audio. Yep, Roger, that's about where well, actually, it's just a little bit over. It's running at about an 8.
Yeah.
I'll back it down here just a little bit.
Roger, we'll just say that word audio, and it's so easy because that's what's called a steady state tone. It's not bouncing around like the human voice would. So when it comes to setting a level, you have almost a perfect wave that is not bouncing around to adjust your mic level until you're at 7 or 2/3 on that AOC meter.
Okay, roger that. Well, I turned it down a little bit to about 45 right now. Audio. And actually it's hanging just a little bit over the 7 when I say audio, but when I'm just sitting here talking, it's hanging right at the 7. It's hanging right at the 7.
Roger that. Now, I think we've got ballistically, you're now at a 3 dB dynamic range, which means your average percent of peak modulation is somewhere around 80 to 85%. Now, do you know how to get to your EQ page, your equalizer page?
Do you know how to get to your EQ page, your equalizer page?
Yeah, gosh, Tom, you still have a copy, sir?
Yes, I do. I've got it on the equalizer page right now.
Okay, so what kind of an equalizer do you have? Is it a 3-band, 8-band, 16-band?
Well, it is a 3-band, and each band has 3 equalizers in it.
Okay, they're not really equalizers, they're positions of information. So let's go to equalizer number 2, the middle one. That's your mids control. And what we want on that mids is off, the EQ off, or flat, plus or minus 0 for your mids, Roger?
Roger that. Yeah, that's the default setting. I have not touched the equalizer at all. That's all actually default factory settings, and that setting is off.
Yes, sir. And you're sure you're on the P set of controls, Roger?
Roger, yeah, I believe so. It says EQ2 frequency.
Roger, Roger. But sometimes when you have the compressor processor, the radio defaults to an additional P set of controls. So if there's only one set of controls, it's no problem, Roger?
Yep, kind of looked around there just a little bit, and it appears that there's only one set.
Roger, Roger. Okay, so on that mids EQ control, we want that flat, or plus or minus 0, or flat, Roger?
Roger.
Okay, so EQ3, which is your treble, if you can put in a frequency, we want 2.7 kilohertz. 2.7 kilohertz as your upper frequency, Roger?
It goes off to 1500.
That's your number 3 control. Is that should be your treble, and it should be on up there at around 1.5 to 3 or thereabouts.
Yeah, well, that would be about a 1.5. I'm turning it up. That's about a 1.8 or 1800 hertz.
Right, so bring it on up to a 2.7, Roger.
Right there, 2.7 or 2700 hertz.
Roger, Roger. Now, if you have a width control, we want that width to be on 4, a 4 width. Roger?
Okay, we're still on EQ3.
Repeat.
We're still on the set of settings?
Correct.
Because there's a bandwidth on each one, and the bandwidth on EQ3 is set at 10 from the factory.
Right, so we're on EQ3, and that needs to be a 4, because what we're doing is shaping the EQ curve. We're broadening it out. It's like a 0 is just very pointy. So what we want to do is kind of broaden that EQ3 out so it's a little smoother. So it should be a 4 width on EQ3, running 2.7 kilohertz, and then probably a boost of 10. A boost of 10, Roger? That's 10 over flat.
Okay, well, how's that? That's the bandwidth on 4.
Okay, and your 2.7 kilohertz width, frequency, right?
Correct.
And your plus 10 push? Yeah, we're plus 10 as far as increasing the frequency level. Gosh, I think you may have hit your VFO. This is KC9VKV. We're at 7188.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure. Let's see, parametric. The EQ3 frequency level. Give me just a second to get that. Okay, and you want it set to what?
2.7 kilohertz. 2.7 kilohertz, Roger.
Okay, that is set at 2.7 or 2,700 hertz.
That's it, Roger. And that will complete EQ3. And just to review, EQ2 is flat still, Roger?
Roger. EQ2 is at the factory settings, which 5, and the EQ2 bandwidth is at 10.
EQ2 bandwidth is at 10?
Yes, that is correct. That's factory default.
Well, I thought we just, EQ, we were talking about the mids, EQ2, and they should be, if we're going to set an EQ level, you should have flats on your mids. Your mids should be flat, Roger?
So I'll turn down the bandwidth down to where it's flat.
It should be the attenuator push control. The attenuator control, has a flat position, plus or minus 0. That's called flat. Or you could do off. You could turn it off, maybe. Either one of those. We want the mids flat. Roger?
Okay, is that what you're looking for?
It's your radio, sir. I can't, I'm not gifted with telemetry capabilities, but, as you look at it, EQ2 should be your mid-control, and we do not want that pushed or cut. It just should be flat, plus or minus 0, or off.
Yes, it is off. It is off.
Excellent. Okay, so let's go to the base control, EQ1. EQ1, the base control. What numbers do you have for that?
Okay, EQ1 is flat. The frequency control for EQ1 is off. Parametric level control is at 5. And the parametric bandwidth is at
Okay, that's your, and you only have one set of adjustments for that EQ1. Not one set of adjustments, but one group of adjustments for EQ1, Roger?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, so what we want to do is put the frequency 200 cycles in that selection. We want 200 cycles in there at a 4 width. 200 cycles at a 4 width. Roger?
Roger, 200 cycles and the width is at 4.
Okay, so now we want to run that down, attenuate that frequency by 5, minus 5 on 200 cycles, minus 5 as far as the level is concerned. Roger?
Okay, that EQ level is at minus 5.
Okay, so just out of curiosity, let's go back to 3, the treble EQ control. Do you have any more boost on that left? Can you boost that hotter, that EQ3 treble 2.7 kilohertz? Can you boost the level of that any harder, or are you maxed out?
Oh no, it can go harder. It can go higher. That's at about 3,000 or about 3,000 hertz right there.
No, I'm not talking about the frequency. I'm talking about the level. That's what I said, the level. So go back to 2.7 kilohertz. That's the frequency, and you want to keep that at 2.7. Which what I'm talking about is boosting. You have a control that you can make that louder, more effective, and so we want to do that. If you have more push left.
Yes, yeah, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. I do, and I've got that up, the level is up to an 8.
All right, what's the max, 10?
Nope, I believe that is the max right there.
An 8?
Oh no, okay, I got it to go a couple more. It's up to 10. 10 is the max. It just wasn't, this touch screen wasn't responding to my finger touch.
Roger that. Okay, so now let's go back to the base control, number 1 EQ. And I think we're like a minus 5. I want you to come up to a minus 2 on that level, 200 cycles. Minus 2, come up a couple of clicks or so.
Roger, okay, that is a minus 2.
No, I think you might have went the wrong way. I think we're at a 5, so we want to go back towards 0. So maybe just a 2 instead of a 5. A 2 instead of a 5. Roger?
Roger, okay, that is at 2. The level is set at 2.
Roger. I think that sounds pretty good. Why don't you tell me about the best thing you like about your radio, Roger?
Roger, okay. And you know what? I think I maybe got your call wrong because it came up with Albany, Indiana. So I must have got something wrong. But I think probably about the best thing I found really super good in speed section and really good at noise canceling.
Roger that. Well, gosh, Tom, I've got you now recorded, so, I did not have the best signal. You're kind of, I wished you'd had something maybe in the closet that we could have shared, which would have made things a little bit cleaner. But if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. And it'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,600, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Roger, okay. Got it. Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, and in the logbook, cut number.
Hey, Roger, Tom, and I think you were right on your QRZ. That's us. That is our website, and we're just across the river from Louisville. We're on the Indian side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. I can see downtown Louisville from here, Roger.
Roger. Okay. Yep. I got it right then. Just when you said Kentucky, that kind of threw me there a little bit, because QRZ has it as New Albany, Indiana.
Roger. That's about 3 miles difference, Roger.
Okay. Copy that. Well, James, thank you very much. Appreciate it, and I will look for that audio recording.
Yes, sir, Tom. So 73, sir. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and if you get a chance, join us next Friday. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.